哎，大家好，我是既然爱花见花开的100版啊，来玩那个和班尼特福迪一起攻克难关啊。是。哎，为什么我在一开始的地方呢？
There's no feeling more intense than starting over.
大家等我一下啊，我是在一开始的地方。好。啊，存档是怎么存的呢？就是其实很简单啊，就是双开游戏。
Than starting over. If you deleted your homework the day before it was due, as I have, or if you left your wallet at home and you have to go back after spending an hour in the commute. If you won some money at the casino and then put all your winnings on red but it came up black. If you got your best shirt dry cleaned before a wedding and then immediately dropped food on it. If you had an argument with a friend and then later discovered that they just returned to their original view. Starting over is harder than starting up. If you're not ready for that, like if you've already had a bad day, then what you're about to go through might be too much. Feel free to go away and come back. I'll be here. Alright, thanks for coming with me on this trip. I'll understand if you have to take a break at any point. Just find a safe place to stop and quit the game. And don't worry, I'll save your progress, always. Even your mistakes. This game is a homage to a free game that came out in 2002, titled Sexy Hiking. The author of that game was Jazuo, a mysterious Czech designer who was known at the time as the father of B games. And B games are rough assemblages of found objects. Designers slap them together very quickly and freely, and they're often too rough and unfriendly to gain much of a following. They're built more for the joy of building them than as polished products.
哎，谢谢咖啡厅送的辣条啊！好的，辣条。
In a certain way, Sexy Hiking is the perfect embodiment of a B game. It's built almost entirely out of found and recycled parts, and it's one of the most unusual and unfriendly games of its time. In it, your task is simply to drag yourself up a mountain with a hammer. And that act of climbing, in the digital world or in real life, has certain essential properties that give the game its flavor. No amount of forward progress is guaranteed. Some cliffs are too sheer or too slippery. And the player is constantly, unremittingly in danger of falling and losing everything. Anyway, when you start Sexy Hiking, you're standing next to this dead tree that blocks the way to the entire rest of the game. It might take you an hour to get over that tree. A lot of people never got past it. You prod and you poke at it, exploring the limits of your reach and your strength, trying to find a way up and over. And there's a sense of truth in that lack of compromise. Most obstacles in video game worlds are fake. You can be completely confident in your ability to get through them once you have the correct method or the correct equipment or just by spending enough time. In that sense, every pixelated obstacle in Sexy Hiking is real. Oh, you just lost a lot of progress. That's a deep frustration, a real punch in the gut.
好久都没玩了之后，好上来了，哎
Oof, sorry about that.
Whoop.
好上来了，
Whoop.
好，到这里我要存个档。
Nope.
不对啊，好，这里啊，我存个档。然后怎么存档呢？其实就是很简单，你另外开一个双开一下游戏，然后进去的时候应该是就是，哎，不是吧？没有吗？那我重新继续一下游戏啊，然后再退出。对了，然后我重新开一下游戏。游戏在哪里？绝地球啊，它不叫绝地求生啊，这其实就是叫这个。哎，没用吧？难道已经被修改了、修正了？啊，那算了。啊，网上说的存档法没有用。啊，继续啊，继续。
The obstacles in sexy hiking are unyielding, and that makes the game uniquely frustrating. But I'm not sure Jazzuo intended to make a frustrating game. The frustration is just essential to the act of climbing, and it's authentic to the process of building a game about climbing. A funny thing happened to me as I was building this mountain. I'd have an idea for a new obstacle, and I'd build it, test it, and it would usually turn out to be unreasonably hard. But I couldn't bring myself to make it easier. It already felt like my inability to get past the new obstacle was my fault as a player rather than as a builder. Imaginary mountains build themselves from our efforts to climb them, and it's our repeated attempts to reach the summit that turns those mountains into something real.
啊，这个地方其实真的难啊！我只是这个钢筋摆在这里。唉，嘿。 好，上来了。
When you're building a video game world, you're building with ideas. And that can be like working with quickset cement. You mold your ideas into a certain shape that can be played with, and in the process of playing with them, they begin to harden and set until they're immutable, like rock. And at that point, you can't change the world, not without breaking it into pieces and starting fresh with new ideas.
Woo. Woo. Hey. Oh!
Oh, it happened again. Keep on trying. Don't let it get to you. This thing that we call failure is not the falling down, but the staying down.
又下来了。休息一下，休息一下。哦呀，唱回家看看，回家看看。 可以，可以。啊，今天玩的非常不好啊！老是上去的时候太着急了，角度没控制好。有没有你看的？
Get nasty over there, boy.
哎，来的挺是时候啊，对，没错。哎，我又在下面挣扎了，哎呀好。
Play them blues up, boy, play. Down in the jail on my knees. I'm down in jail on my knees. Down in jail on my knees, and I ain't going to be treated this way. They feed me on cornbread and cheese. They feed me on cornbread and cheese. They feed me on cornbread and cheese, and I ain't going to be treated this way. Oh,
好，上来了。
Let's go to town, boys. Hey, buddy.
啊！哎！
$10 shoe fits my feet. A $10 shoe fits my feet. $10 shoe fits my feet, and I ain't going to be treated this way. Going where the weather suits my clothes. I'm going where the weather suits my clothes.
哦，又上来了，真的啊。
Suits my clothes, and I ain't going to be treated this way. Turn down, boy, turn down. Hey, hey, hey.
哦，来了来了。这狭小的空间确实不太好操作。 还行还行。
我
怎么还在这里啊？
我
喂！
The soul would have no rainbow had the eyes no tears.
哦
John Vance Cheney.
What?
Oh!
The pain I feel now is the happiness I had before. That's the deal. C.S. Lewis.
Hi.
I feel within me a peace above all earthly dignities, a still and quiet conscience. William Shakespeare.
Hi.
You cannot now believe that you will ever feel better. But this is not true. You're sure to be happy again. And knowing this, truly believing it, will make you less miserable now. Abraham Lincoln.
为什么这个音乐那么欢乐？
I left my mother, the best friend I had. Was a man that took me. That's why I'm all in bed. Nobody gives me sympathy. That's the reason why I cry for me. Sitting all alone, I can see 1,000 miles away. made me what I am today. He has made me weak. He has made me moan and groan. He has made me weak. He has made me moan and groan. Took me from
好，上来了。
my home and left me all alone. Left my mother standing in the door. I
你上来容易吗？
mother standing in the door. With her hand on my head as her kiss fell to the floor. All my bones and stone bones, the stones throw off my all my bones and stone bones, the stones throw off my and my heart so cold that I've got them for me.
Whew.
For years now, people have been predicting that games would soon be made out of prefabricated objects, bought in a
Oh,
store and
终于上来了。
assembled into a world.
No.
And for the most part, that hasn't happened, because the objects in the stores are trash. I don't mean they look bad or that they're badly made, although a lot of them are.
Oh.
I mean they're trash in the way that food becomes trash as soon as you put it in the sink. Things are made to be consumed and used in a certain context, and once the moment is gone, they transform into garbage. In the context of technology, those moments pass by in seconds. Over time, we've poured more and more refuse into this vast digital landfill that we call the internet. It now vastly outnumbers and outweighs the things that are fresh and untainted and unused. When everything around us is cultural trash, trash becomes the new medium, the lingua franca of the digital age. And you can build culture out of trash. But only trash culture. B games, B movies, B music, B philosophy.
轻轻的，轻轻的，轻轻的，轻轻的，千万一定要轻。
Maybe this is what digital culture is. A monstrous mountain of trash, the ash heap of creativity's fountain. A landfill with everything we ever thought of in it. Grand, infinite, and unsorted.
哦，终于过来了，好的。
There's 3D models of breakfast, Gen X's fanfic novels, scan magazines, green screen Shia LaBeouf, banned snuff scenes on LiveLeak. Facebook's got lifelike bots with unbranded adverts and candid shots of Kanye and Taylor Swift mashups, car crash epic failed gifs, Russian dashcam vids, discussions of McRibs, discarded, forgotten, unrecycled, muddled, rotten, untitled.
啊，终于来到一个新的世界啊！这个新的世界我还没来过。那么今天就到这里了，谢谢大家收看啊，下次再见。